In this video, I wanted to talk a little bit about a spot and stalk hog I was able to get 2 weeks ago here on this same property, about 500 yards or so from where I'm sitting right now. It's funny, I was not even planning on hunting, and I'm going to pop a video on the side here. So this is a cell phone video, so it'll be vertical, but I'll stick it on the screen here so you guys can see as I'm talking through this story. But I wasn't planning on going hunting, and my son, he's 10 years old, he started to shoot his bow quite a bit, and he asked if I could take him rabbit hunting with his bow. He had just got some new small game heads, wanted to go try them out. So we came out here and started walking around, and I've run into these feral hogs enough out here that had my bow with me as well. If I had an opportunity, I was going to take it. Well, lo and behold, we're walking down this trail, and about 30 yards off to the right, I see the butt of this big old pig walking through the brush, right? We were downwind of it, didn't know we were there, but it was moving, and there were a bunch of them there. There's probably 4 or 5 of them kind of hanging out in this really thick stuff, but there was a trail that they were crossing, and so we saw the first one cross, and then you could hear the other pigs on the other side of that trail, but they hadn't crossed yet. So because we were downwind and because they didn't know we were there, I was able to real quietly sneak down to the entrance of that trail and kind of get down on a knee and just watch. And as I saw those pigs start to come up and cross that trail, I was able to get my bow drawn and got a shot off. And my wife was with us, and she got the shot on video. You're seeing that now with a cell phone. Unfortunately, you can't see the pig. She was trying to shoot through the thick stuff and get me making the shot. But you can hear that arrow hit that pig and hear that thing tore off. And it was a nice clean shot, so it felt good, it looked good, but everything happened so fast. Those things just, as soon as they hear something, they tear off. They're like little bulls in the woods. And so made the shot, heard it hit, looked good, felt good, and that thing tore up the hill about 30 yards. And at that point, heard it, I thought I heard it drop, but you can't see anything. It's all way too thick. And from there, I'm just standing there listening, knocking another arrow, not sure if got a good hit or not. You start second guessing yourself. But I could hear that thing, what I thought was that thing thrashing around. So I started to think, okay, well, maybe I hit it back. Maybe it's not, partial, marginal hit. So I started working my way over around to try to get a look at it and see if I needed to put another arrow in it. Well, when we got close, we realized it wasn't thrashing around or a marginal hit. It was dead, laying on the ground. It had run 30 yards and dropped. But there was another big black and brown pig. It had to be almost twice the size of that male that I shot, and it was just thrashing that thing on the ground. I don't know if it was trying to get it up or trying to tear it up or what, but that was pretty wild to see. So I spent about 10 minutes trying to get in where I could get a shot on that second pig, and it was just way too thick. Again, you see some video here. You could see that pig through the thick stuff, but no way I was getting an arrow through there. And by the time I got around just far enough, it spooked. It tore off. But that said, we went and got our boar, our first Texas hog. Absolutely awesome to do it on the ground. It was an absolute blast, and just really enjoyed it. So we found the arrow. We were shooting my arrows about 450 grains. 70-pound bow, 29.5-inch draw. I'm shooting a Montec fixed blade, and it was a full pass through right behind the shoulder. So found the arrow, completely covered in blood, and then walked right back up to where he dropped, and nice path through, straight where you want it. Again, didn't make it 30 yards. So awesome, quick, clean kill. Good shot, happened in an instant, as a lot of things do in the woods. But it was an absolute blast. It was a whole lot of fun. So from there, we're about 2 miles from the truck where we've been hiking in, and it was getting dark quick. So we grabbed a leg and started pulling that thing out. And man, that thing was so freaking heavy. Not at first, right? But after about a mile, forearms were pumped, that sucker. We got a workout getting that thing out of there. But I got that thing home, strung it up, and got it cleaned out, butchered out, and it's awesome. So I've heard a lot of things about these feral hogs being nasty to eat, not tasting good, real gamey, etc. Not my experience so far. I'm sure it has to do with their diet and what the pigs are eating. We're in a really rural area. The property that we're hunting is public, but it's surrounded by private farms and crop. And so I'm certain those pigs are just eating those crops and tearing it up. And man, we put some of that in the slow cooker and made pulled pork tacos. Absolutely delicious. You can't beat it. So now my wife's got me on a mission to get more because she likes that meat, and we got plenty of it. But with me and the kids, we like tacos. We're gonna go through it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed it. You see I got a GoPro on now, so this is a new addition to the filming setup. I'm gonna try and get this on camera. So next pig that we get out here, hopefully you'll get a first person view of that shot and being able to do a new video on that. So that's the idea. But for now, you got the cell phone video of the shot with the sound effects. It's the best I can do today, and we'll keep it going. We'll be doing a lot of hunting this year, and heck, you can chase these things all year round, 24/7, 365. Not easy, right? I guess you could bait them. You can come out with a rifle and a scope and pop these things off, but it's a challenge with the bow, and it's a whole lot of fun getting out here, trying to catch them at dusk, and getting a bow shot off on them. Absolute blast. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Heck, this video may turn into something else, or a second video if we get something here, but we're getting to the point where I'm going to shut my mouth and start watching. We're set up here, got good wind, so let's see what we can do. We'll see if we get a hog. I'll put an edit in here if I get one and tell you there's another video coming.